Welcome, welcome, Liliana, to my podcast.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me, Samir.
Oh, you're very welcome. Um, so we just finished a shoot recently,
Yes.
and it was what was it? It was a new collection.
Yes. It is a new collection for Spring Summer 2019. It is called Follow Your Heart. It has a special meaning for me because what I looking forward for people to get to know, it's my heart. And if you see this collection, it has a particular icon that represents all of my passion, all the love that I put in creating a collection. I created back in 2018, and I wasn't able to launch it properly because I was pregnant, and my baby was delivered in July for Swim Week, almost the same day that they were doing the shows. But that's the reason that I wanted to come up with this new line because it has that particular icon that represents all the emotions that we as me as a designer and a mother and a woman, we want people to know us from who we are and what we want in life. It's to make our dreams come true. So this is a new collection. It's a special collection that we shot and then looking forward to be out there in the stores.
Yeah, it's great because you see a lot of designers that are just creating pieces, but they don't. It doesn't have like that little symbol, right? That means a lot to you and is going to be evident. It's like in most of the pieces.
Exactly,
right?
that's the branding.
Yeah.
It started back in 2006.
Okay.
When I finished my degree as a fashion designer, and I knew that I had to create something that had my signature, my ADN. And when I was doing the signature and signing all my documents, every time I was like doing that little heart. And that's the story that I wanted to like tell when having the branding. And it's a trademark, it's already registered.
Yeah.
I've seen that some of the designer in China trying just to copy, and I see so many hearts from all over.
Yeah, there's never a copy.
Yes.
Like because I was on the set, I was shooting with you, and it's an iconic piece, right in center in some of the suits, and it's beautiful. By the way, the collection is beautiful.
Thank you.
The colors kind of blew me away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, so you were fashion. You said you went to school for fashion, but you're also modeling?
Yeah, I'm very versatile. I think if I see myself now and from back, I've seen so many different chameleons personality coming from Liliana Montoya. I am a fashion designer. I got my degree. I started as well as a model. That's the reason that I came here to the United States, because I was representing Colombia for a beauty pageant. And I won different pageants, and I was working as well for a TV host in Univision for a Latin channel.
Wow.
And it helped me to gain more confidence about who I am and what I wanted to become. And modeling opens so many doors, and it allows you to get to know more people.
Yeah,
to
the networking and I think it's also important. I had a conversation with a friend earlier, and we were discussing how things tend to come around.
Yes.
And you never know where you're going to end up, but you're going through these paths, and you're interested in one thing, and then it leads to a door to another one and another one. And like we had a conversation earlier, you said you had worked at a radio station as well. And it's like all those little bits and pieces of nuggets are helping you when you're, building something for yourself, something bigger, right?
That's part of the puzzle.
Yeah.
And myself, I'm not able to say no to just being somebody else.
Yeah.
Because that allows you to recognize that you have so many talents, and sometimes are undiscovered. Even though we are in the world, we have like different jobs, and we know that our talent, it goes especially in some areas, but doing different I don't know, let's say, let's keep those talents alive. It's good to have variety in your life because
You need that variety
yes,
because you never know when you need to call upon that little trait,
yes,
right?
I agree.
And you might think it's in a situation, you might think it's a little bit of a menial task every now and then, but 5 years down the line, when you're trying to build something by yourself, and you'll remember, I can do that part. I can do that
Yes.
myself, and then you appreciate it.
And now that this is the area that everybody is just becoming an entrepreneur, that
Absolutely.
we the minimalists are, we're just building our careers, we're building our future with our hands. We are doing everything. Sometimes where we have to do a job, like we're multitask. And that's a good part because we are empowering ourselves and getting more experience in different areas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about your son.
Oh, he is the love of my life.
I see, like, we follow each other on Instagram,
Yes.
and I see like your heart is melted.
Yeah.
This child he's taken over your world.
That I agree. He is the most humble, joyful little guy I ever met. He is, and he has a soul. He has a fire inside, and that reminds me of us just coming to this world that we don't have no insecurities, that we
Yep.
have so much confidence and we want to conquer everything. It doesn't matter that we don't have those skills yet developed, but we are in that process of just building them. And that's how I see my son, because he has so much like power inside that little tiny body that is growing every day. And it reminds me that we as a human beings, we need to keep going, move forward.
People tend to lose their way, and when you break it down and you look back, I think we get in our own ways many times.
Yes, it happens a lot.
And you have to think about, I mean, life's not infinite, so you have to make every moment count.
Yes.
Right. But that's and so how old is he?
He is 9 months. He just turned 9 months, and we went to the pediatrician this week, and he was like, the doctor, he was like, congratulations, because he is almost the size of a 1-year boy. And it gets me like, it makes me feel really proud. And I dream about this, and I'm blessed to have a healthy boy. I think that's the most amazing gift I ever had, just to be pregnant and just discover all these 2 years that I took just to build this little person, this little human being. I had to take the time for myself and for my baby, just to do this new beginning.
Yeah. And so, okay, so tell me, this new collection,
Yes.
how many pieces are we talking about?
We have 12 styles and different colors. In this season, I guess the most important thing for us women, we need to focus more in what it really flatters our body and what really makes us feel comfortable, and having solid pieces that can be mix and match. So I have white, black, gold, and nude. That everything can be styled with any other outfit. That we can get ready with a short or with a skirt and go out and jump on a yacht, or go to a pool party, or just being with our friends or family on the beach. Something classic, something that is minimalist, but it can be just
It's versatile,
styled,
yeah.
yes, with different pieces. So
And
those colors.
And I've also noticed, like, as far as trends, more people I would say the style, it's the interchangeability. It's no
Yes.
longer just wearing these suits to the beach, beach day, ocean day. They're, maybe they are at a pool party and they're wearing the top, but with jean shorts or with jeans, or keeping it casual.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something that can be sophisticated, luxurious, but at the same time classy, and that can be worn day or night.
Yeah. That sounds great.
Yes, but we have some other colors as well, because we want to bring different options for our clients to have a stylish look. So we have different other options as well.
Is that something you did recently, or like for example, were your styles generally more neutral in
I
the
am
past?
changing. I think so because the industry as well is evolving.
Yeah.
So I wanted to bring something that it's more into like what it's like the competition is out there. We're so many new brands. We have so many products when it comes to the beachwear, but I wanted to find something that it had my trademark, my signature, but with this trend that it's going on that is very simple, very minimalistic, like the Instagram life,
Yeah.
that it's like super classy. So we wanted to bring something that has my signature, but that is very trendy. But if I see my collections from the other years, yes, I've been changing so much because I used to have a lot of colors, a lot of patterns, handmade trend because we used to sew everything with hands using a lot of sequins, rocks, details, embroidery. So this collection, it still has my taste. It has my identity, but just a little bit classic. Eventually, we will come back and do the things that I love to combine, like flowers and polymer prints.
It always changes, and it's also the season and
Yes.
style, and at the end of the day, it's you're an artist, so it's what you're painting today,
Exactly.
and next year is different.
Exactly.
The
As every
painting,
day.
the painting next year, you're not thinking about today.
Yes, I agree. Every day is just giving us new adventures, new ideas, new concepts that we just feel comfortable about just doing what we want to do every single day.
And your customers are most of your customers in the U.S., or are you seeing a big international demand?
I see more international demand, but my focus now it's in the United States because our showroom is here in Miami. We're based here in Florida. We have a shiny, beautiful summer pretty much all over the year. But yeah, I think United States is my main market, but we ship all over the world.
Perfect. And so everybody can find you online and Instagram. Have you been putting in? Okay, so we had a conversation with a photographer recently.
Yes.
And we were both discussing how the social media has kind of changed the landscape of designs,
Yes.
and especially for designers and clothing manufacturers, but also importantly is like a lot of models and or I guess you could say influencers have been birthed by social media.
Oh yeah.
Do you tend to think of that when you're designing your pieces, or do you think you're designing the pieces from the heart? Do you feel that let me figure out how to say this. Like, do those trends matter to you? Or do you also find that, are you investing a little bit more energy in maybe social media, or keeping a track or keeping an eye on what's going on there?
I think it's important to have a balance in life.
Yeah,
and
I think so too.
It is so trendy now. It is popular, but trends just happen, goes, and
yeah, I feel that I think what I'm trying to say is a lot of designers, I think, are getting out of control in terms of watching that.
Yeah.
And they're letting that dictate to them what they should be doing, because they feel that they need to chase it. They need to chase, the influencers. They need to chase, what they're doing.
But
right?
that's what
But
happens.
that could disappear.
Yes. And when you reach to that point will disappear because it's not any longer trendy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a risky movement to do. So that's why you have to see everything from the bubble outside. Well, that's how I see it myself. And I just take what really it is working for me, and the rest, because we don't live into those squares.
Yeah.
We try to show some parts of our lives that are more exciting, or that they have more meaningful information for us, or more meaningful value, but they're not all our life. It's like a camera. When you go to a party, you can focus the camera in different directions.
You can get a wide view of the party, or you can go close
Yes.
up and get a detail or a conversation. You know, you get
And that's
drill down in
what
there.
social media is doing to us.
Yeah.
It's just leading us to a direction what the society wants to go. But as a
Yeah.
designers, we are not supposed just to follow that direction. It's good to just follow it and just to like take a look and see how are the trends. But if you want to be successful, you have to be doing something that is creative.
Creative, and also bring your personality
Yes.
to the art, right?
Because
an
it's
art.
unique.
Yeah. Just like any piece of artwork, this is a creation that you've made. So at some point, if you're following those trends and constantly following those trends, it's out of your hands now. It's there. It's you're just manufacturing something that's it's no longer feels like art, and you may burn yourself out in the business. Right?
And you get burned, like seeing, I don't have anything against like big factories. We know that this world is just a perfect recreation of we as a humans being supported each by the other ones. Like these big factories, they have like, for instance, China, that is bringing these volume products. They have a market, but if I am a designer and I want to follow that market, that doesn't make sense for me just to be a designer, because designer means that it's a product that has value, that it's considered to be unique, that it has a taste, and when everything is just manufactured by a process, by a big factories, it's just like one of thousands. And that's what society is just trying to just give us into that mold, into that, how do you say, in that sample. And we are so different in every single way. So I understand that that as a designer, I have more priorities, and I want my product just to be versatile, but at the same time unique. I don't manufacture a lot of pieces, but I want my customers and clients to be happy when they're wearing and feeling that they're wearing a product that goes with their personality as well.
So I first discovered you on the runway.
Yes.
So
How long
I
it's been?
Well, maybe 3 years. It's for me.
Yes.
And when I came back, so like I believe it was Swim Week, maybe 2016, maybe.
Okay.
And so, what are your plans for this year? Are you going to be in Swim Week? It would be the perfect time.
Of course, it will be the perfect time, the perfect scenario just to launch my collection. I don't have the dates, the details yet, but that's what really excites me. Like going.
It's every year, right?
Yes.
You get a little bit of an excitement, and
A
now
lot.
people are gonna coming in. They're gonna see the new collection. The girls are gonna be walking when you see it. It's no longer just a design and on paper and then manufactured, and it's like it's walking down the runway.
It's only between 15 to 20 minutes, but they are the most exciting, and just like the rush hour is so much adrenaline. It's like a sugar coming into our bodies, but we're having fun and getting along with these girls and just supporting each other's and having the teamwork. Yeah, you guys just being there at the pod, just doing the videos and pictures, all the lights, every eyes just focused into the runway. It's just an amazing experience to do Swim Week. I had the privilege to be working with our function for almost like, let's say, 8 years.
Yeah,
and they gave us a lot of support, and I'm looking forward to get back with Swim Week.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, and did you in modeling? Did you walk on the runway?
I did. It was back in 2014.
2014.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was once. But I'm looking forward to do this year.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I will see. I will see how it goes, because it's a little bit stressful.
Yeah.
But you know what happens is, like, if I'm having fun and if I have a team of people that can work with us and help me to go through those details, I will do it again. As you see, these supermodels, they've been working with Sports Illustrated. I don't remember her name. She has a brand too, and she's able just to bring a brand that it's for curvy women.
Okay. Yeah.
And she's as well. She's a designer. She's a model, and she has done different shows, and she's been in a different covers of magazines, and that's what I like when you see that a woman can do different areas in her life, and she can accomplish, execute them.
Yeah,
it's
I
very
think,
impressive.
I think there is a certain, I would say, like kind of a brand of person that you can't put the fire out, and you're constantly challenging yourself. And to be honest, it's like you're a Renaissance woman.
Yes.
Right. And you're a mother, you're a designer, you're a model. It's there's something that you just can't stop.
Yes.
There's no stopping you.
Before, every job, every industry had a long term, but now society is opening more doors. Now we're not into that type of just being between 16 years old up to 30 years old just to be modeling. Now it's wide open.
Yeah.
Before you had to accomplish some things just to be named or have that status. Now there's never too late. I think if you want to pursue your career dreams, because I got that questions a lot from a lot of models, and I always tell to them, it's never too late. It's always the chance. You never know when it's gonna come, the chance, and to get to like the right people, the right crew, just to launch your career. So I guess that happens to me too. I wanted to keep doing what I love to do, and if we're doing Swim Week, let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think it's important, and it's nice to hear also that you impart this wisdom on some of these younger models, because I think a lot of people go through life and they don't know, or they're hearing information from the wrong people.
Yes.
And they get pushed into things, and at the end of the day, I think at least now more than ever, we have all these platforms, and you as a person, any person can create a platform. And it's about reinventing themselves.
Exactly.
Well, right. You can always reinvent yourself. So I think it's important. I think it's very nice to hear that, it's not, for at least what I'm hearing, it's not as you a brand owner is just employing a model to walk down the runway, right? It sounds like it's more fostering.
And I feel that my brand has a teamwork, has a family. Every year that we have done a campaign, I see all these girls that started with me, and they're big names now. And I saw them when they were little girls, and they believe in me and I believe in them. Yeah. And for me, it's more about giving them the right material just to keep going and growing into what makes their career successful.
Yeah, and you get a little sense of pride from that, because you get to see that, you get to see them bloom into something that you believed in, right, from the beginning. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like it's part of my family. My brand is just an extension of my personality, but that's why, because we're part of a big family.
And so Miami.
Yes.
How did you start in Miami?
Well, it has to be related with my modeling career, because I was doing modeling and TV host with the channel Univision. That we yesterday we did a reunion because the show turned 20 years. So it was so happy. It was so glad to see like so many people from the past. I think that's why it brings so many emotions to myself, because like when you see now and back all this experience that you have go through, it's just bring you so much joy and reward of what I'm doing. So yeah, I started as a model here in Miami, and my career just launched when I was doing that Univision thing, because they were helping me, they were supporting me to do those fashion shows. But then I clicked with Function Fashion Week. They opened the doors to do every year. We were doing almost like, sometimes we did almost 2 years.
Okay.
The runway. And then I was able to go to different countries in South America. We went to Cancun in Mexico. We opened a store in Cancun and Tulum and Playa del Carmen. I'm sorry, not Tulum. And I had so many feedback from my clients and from my friends that it just gave me like the factor, yes, keep going, keep doing it. And by the time that I was modeling, I was creating the pieces in Colombia. So my 3 first campaigns, I was myself the model. But then I had the opportunity just to meet these beautiful girls, my friends, that we went to different trips to Cancun, to Holbox. And then we started just to grow and grow. And yeah, it became my brand. It became my life.
Yeah, I think as creators or any type of artist, and you obviously you'll get to a point where am I doing what I'm destined to do, or am I trying? I'm trying, but is this the exact right thing I should be doing? And it sounds to me that you had those conversations,
of course,
with yourself,
to me,
and you pushed through them, and you knew there had to be something in you that said, no, this is it.
Yeah, sometimes you feel that you just want to give up. There were situations, like I want to be a little bit personal with you in this conversation. When I was pregnant, I had the most opportunity, the dream opportunity for me. I wasn't able to express this, but one of the top letters companies in the world, they just knocked doors on me and they say, I want you to design a collection that is for a target that we don't have. And I was the most excited women on the whole world. Yeah. During my pregnancy, I decided just to go and design for them, and I had my company on hold because I wanted to design this collection. The brand was and I was designing the private level for them for a younger collection. But everything was fluent. We were doing the collection in Medellin, Colombia with a big team. There were 40 pieces. We created such a versatile collection. It was pretty, it was solid, exactly what they were looking for. But suddenly when I gave birth, it's like they say, no, Liliana, the collection doesn't go. We canceled the contract.
Oh my God.
It just brought me to tears. And I was going through postpartum, kind of what the things they say about women that they go through that kind of depression. So the blue, oh my God, it was a hard situation for me. And those are the moments that you're saying, I am doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But what really makes you braver is those moments that makes you stronger.
Those are those moments that make you bounce back harder.
Exactly. It's like stronger. You have to come back better, because it's not about returning the same, because you have gone through everything. You've gone through everything. Yeah. So I like the fact that I've been able to go through those questions, because it just makes me realize who I am, what is my power, and what is my talent to the world. And
this is just, in a sense, this is still just the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So tell me, what do you think of Miami as a location basically for fashion, like in the overall grand scheme of things? Do you think we have arrived as like a world leader in fashion? Yeah.
And especially because of the new generation, and the world it's just becoming a better society if we see it with the eyes of youth. And Miami, the design district, Windward, it's just so many areas that are making the fashion industry, the art industry, more vulnerable, more successful. And I see so much potential here because we are a bowl. We are a mix from cultures all over the world. If we go to other states in the United States, we're not going to see that factor. And we have that factor because we are like the best of all around, all over the country. And that's what I like about Miami, because we have that potential just to succeed by helping all cultures each other. It's not just about becoming popular because we are in the United States. Not. We are United States because we are a mix from all over the world.
Yeah. So tell everybody where they can go to find out more Is there going to be any sneak peeks on this collection?
Oh yeah, I can't wait to start posting. Oh my gosh, the experience that we had shooting this collection with Emma, Simon, you, Ada Creation. It was a great opportunity for us just to do another refresh. It was a lookbook, but we need to do the campaign pictures. But that's what we needed. We needed to warm up. And yeah, we're going to start posting some in the social media, and everything can be found online, www.lilianamontoya.com.
And the Instagram?
At Liliana Montoya Swim.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you so much, Samir, for having me. It means a lot, and I am so glad that I came here today to speak and to be more fluent about what I am going through, and just having this conversation. It just help us, for me and for my brand, just to people get to know us a little bit more.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye, hon.